I'd like to welcome all of you, but before we start, we would like to do the Pledge of Allegiance. The flag is up there, and I do have the mayor here, Jess Talamanis. Mr. Mayor, if you would please lead us in the flag salute.
Yes, I'll be more than honored.
Please stand, hand over your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. This is a very special day for us at the Burbank Police Foundation. We view Matthew Pavelka as a hero that has been among us for many, many years. It's 19 years that we are celebrating his life here in Burbank as to being a hero. In doing such, the Burbank Police Foundation established a scholarship fund, and each and every year we give out scholarships to seniors in high school that are deserving of these awards. One of the things that we do in the foundation is try and promote the Burbank Police Department within the community and try and bring the community closer to the agency that serves us and protects us. And over the years, we've worked very hard in doing that. What's made it very easy in the last few years is that the department is just helping us all the way. People have accepted the Burbank Police Department like never before. We are greatly appreciative of the men and women and the leadership and the entire command staff that has made our job that much easier, that when we go places, we're welcomed with open arms as the Burbank Police Foundation. Joining us today, we have the City Manager, Justin Hess. We have the Assistant City Manager, Judy Wilkie, who's very shy. That's why she wore orange, so she could stand out. As we mentioned earlier, Jess Talamanis. I think Nick Schultz is here, councilman. Sharon Springer, councilwoman. Former mayor, former police officer, Bob Frutos. Thank you for coming, Bob. I'd like to recognize our board. If the board of the Burbank Police Foundation would please stand up or raise your hands. These are the people that I get to work with each and every day. All of these people have a passion for what we do. We have a passion for what our law enforcement does, and we're hoping to have that passion catch on with all of you and our community. So that's why we do what we do at the foundation. We'd like to congratulate all of today's recipients. They've demonstrated just unbelievable academic excellence. Their high standards are embodied by the memory of Officer Matt Pavelka. It's my distinct pleasure in representing the foundation committee that got to meet with all of the people that applied for the scholarship. I am going to say that everyone that applied was a winner. They all were winners. The awardees here are just a step above, but they were winners. Everyone that we interviewed was an outstanding candidate, and a couple of my fellow members that when we went through this voting said, how do we choose? And that's how hard it was. But we did get basically the top of the top, and we're very appreciative of these people that are here today. I'm going to give you a little background on Matthew Pavelka, and if you don't mind, I'm going to read it because it's emotional for me and it's easier for me to read it. The Burbank Police Department had not lost an officer in the line of duty by gunfire for more than 83 years. On the evening of November 15th, 2003, that all changed. Veteran Officer Greg Campbell had stopped a vehicle without license plates containing 2 males. The area where the stop was made was well known for drug trafficking and other criminal activity, so Campbell wisely called for backup. The first officer to respond was 26-year-old Matthew Pavelka, who had been in the field as a police officer for just 10 months. When Campbell and Pavelka approached the suspect vehicle and ordered the 2 male suspects to exit the vehicle, they began firing on our officers with automatic weapons. Both Campbell and Pavelka were wounded several times, but in the ensuing exchange of gunfire, the officers mortally wounded one of the gunmen. The other suspect escaped on foot. However, the Burbank Police Department, in just tremendous harmony with a lot of other law enforcement officers, they apprehended the suspect on November 27th, 2003. During this whole ordeal at Providence St. Joseph's Medical Center, Matthew passed away. The good news was Officer Campbell survived when he was down at County General, and he continued to serve the Burbank Police Department. Matt Pavelka was remembered by more than one of his fellow officers as a charming, lighthearted 26-year-old with a crown of spiky orange hair who loved being a police officer. The Matthew Pavelka Endowment Fund was established in 2003 because of the great outpouring of the citizens and the businesses of Burbank. Less than 24 hours after the incident, money started pouring in. That money started pouring into the Burbank Police Officers Association, and then because of that, the Pavelka family decided we should establish a scholarship in Matthew's name. When the Burbank Police Foundation married up with the Burbank Police Officers Association, we've carried that on, built that fund, and continued to build that fund. So if you have any extra money, we're always collecting money. If you know me, that's all I do is ask for money. One of the goals of the Burbank Police Foundation is to provide an award for honorable seniors and to motivate students to dedicate themselves more and thoroughly to be responsible to their community and to strive for excellence and to look for distinction in themselves and others. More importantly, not to put any of you guys in second place, but to the parents. These young people are outstanding human beings. These young people are leaders. They're full of courage. They've escaped the poison of COVID prison. They've come out of it. They're eager, they're anxious, and we're blessed to have them here. We're also honored that they also knew of Matt Pavelka. We always ask them in the interviews, are you aware of Matt Pavelka? They all did, and they all had nice things to say. After reviewing all of the scholarship applications, we decided who would be our awardees. And these are for $2,000 scholarships for their future in college, either junior college or going on to a four-year college. Today we have proclamations that will be following this from the City of Burbank. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and the council members, and the city manager. And also we will be getting a really fancy thing from County Supervisor Barger. They get these really fancy design things. We can't afford it in Burbank. Thank God we don't spend on that.
We're working on it.
That's it, perfect. So today we have awardees from Burbank High School, Providence High School, John Burroughs High School, and the Burbank Police Officers Association. So when I announce your name, I'd appreciate it if you would come up. And if you don't mind, Mr. Mayor, if you don't mind helping out here. And Christina, are you here, Christina? Can you also come up here and help hand out these awards? Christina is last year's president and the outgoing president of the foundation. Time out. I actually ordered that flyover, but it's a little late, so blame it on the county. So I'm going to introduce each one of you, and then I'm going to read a little snippet from what some of the letters of recommendation said about each student. So as you come up, please take the award and stay up here. Spencer Solbert from Burbank High School. Spencer. The quote for Spencer is, "It's been such a privilege to witness his incredible work ethic, his ability to balance both academic excellence and community service commitments, and his showcasing of his awesome creative expressions. So committed to well-rounded excellence, to be able to take on an enormous workload and have tangible results that demonstrate in a real active life." And when he slows down, he'll put a little weight on. But congratulations, young man. Stay up here. Stay up here. Aaliyah Ambleton. I'll read you some quotes from her letters. "Immediately stood out to me as one of the most driven and positive students among her many friends and peers. Even though her intellect is, I believe, primarily intuitive, Aaliyah still possesses a unique and impressive drive to learn and succeed. She exhibits more than her share of traits that make her not only a successful student, but also a successful adult and a member of society. Congratulations. Devin McGivern. Don't worry, we'll get to yours. His passionate, dedicated, and hardworking young man, Devin is a wonderful son, older brother, and friend. He's an excellent role model and leads by example. Leads by example. He demonstrates character, kindness, and respect in all that he does. A tremendous young man. We are proud that he is also one of our awardees. Devin, congratulations. Thank you, sir. You bet. Dominic M. Puglisi. Dominic's academic abilities are not only outstanding among his peers, but superior in the history of his school. With each passing year, Dominic has performed at a higher level than the year before. It says here, I would anticipate him to be one of the highest performing students in this year, his senior year. And just in case you don't know, his dad is a captain and he runs the household. He told me that. So congratulations, Dominic. Thank you for letting your family come. Isabella Smith. It says here that they were impressed with her kind spirit, intelligence, sense of community, and desire to be of service. Desire to be of service. All these people. Isabella demonstrates the drive to be successful through a combination of hard work, dedication, and time management. One more time, please, for Isabella. Lan is with John Burroughs High School. Right this way, please, young lady. She stands out as an extremely personable, creative, and intelligent young lady. She embodies the compassion and the generosity that we hope to see in our students at John Burroughs High School. And being a graduate of John Burroughs High School, I will tell you, when we interviewed her, it made me feel as though there's a great future for her, because standing next to her is another graduate of John Burroughs High School. So there's a great future for you ahead, and thank you very much. Congratulations. Avery Marsh from Providence High School. Her kind and compassionate and giving spirit is present in all that she does. Her positive attitude is infectious, and she possesses a special ability to bring people together. One of the things that we were impressed with is to hear that she knows how to bring people together. We need that in our community. We need that in our society. We need that in our world. These young people all seem to be sharing on all of these same characteristics. So the fact that someone said that about her and it reflects in all of them, we're proud of her. Not that I graduated from Providence, but my daughter did. So you're a fine product of a fine school, and to your parents, great choice. Thank you very much. One thing I do not want to leave out of this, and that's the teachers. Without great teachers and great instruction, a lot of this doesn't happen. Working in partnership with parents, these young people have become stellar examples of what our community has to show. My dream is that people like me, as I get older, can turn to people like this that are younger and say, step up. And I'm not being facetious. It's time. We need younger people, even your parents who are probably younger than me. I know you are, because I have grandchildren. Step up. Take a role in our community. Keep showing them great example so that they will follow your lead, because leadership is a gift. Give them that gift from you. You've done a great job so far. Don't stop. We need great leaders. We need compassionate leaders. We need understanding leaders. So please, follow these people. If you can, find out where they are through their parents, through the BPF. We'll follow them. We'll be watching them. We're waiting for them to come back and tell us how successful they are. One of the things that I want to make sure, all of the officers that are here, you're all heroes. Every single one of these officers leaves home every morning, and their families pray that they come home. In November of 2003, we had an officer that didn't come home. So for all of the officers that are here, thank you. To all of your families, thank you. Let's hear it for our officers. And to all of you that are here, thank you so much for coming. That concludes this. However, when you're out in the community and you see our officers, the men and women that serve us, thank them. Thank them in front of your children. Thank them in front of your neighbors. Don't be embarrassed, because when you need them in Burbank, they are there. So thank you all very much for coming. We greatly appreciate it. Burbank Police Foundation thanks you all. Thank you.